Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is Good Old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Vols will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the Texas Longhorns will have some work to do after that short return. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. The RPO, it's complete. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They get him down after he makes the catch. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Getting some heat. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can score?
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. The run from the shotgun. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Vols line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Up-tempo for the offense.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Making those big plays down the field, Texas.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Handoff from the gun. Oh, there's the ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Handoff from the shotgun. Bowls his way forward. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. He's looking to throw. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
A third and long coming up here. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On second down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. On first and 10 from the 38. He's looking to throw it. Got his man in the middle. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And the Longhorns are in the red zone. On second down, wants to throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They'll immediately call timeout. The Longhorns line it up with a first and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. From the gun. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Texas. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up by 28 over the Sharks. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Right down the middle. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking deep. And he's got it inside the 35. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Right on target this time. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Vols send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Turns it on in midfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back.
And he breaks into the open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd. Caught in the backfield, it's Burgess. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. The Volunteers are rolling down the field. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After run, now throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Middle Tennessee is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 25 to Oklahoma. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. The snap sets up the throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Fair catch called for and made. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Shows him the stiff arm. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They'll throw it on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Burgess. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And they sniff that draw out. When a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field, but the defensive line, the defense was not biting.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you've got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. They'll go to the air on third and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. He fires a bullet to the right. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Trying to get to him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Brings it down on the right side. Can anyone catch him? And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top things off by getting out of bad field position in a hurry. A 90-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Nice move to keep moving. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.